DJM TV.
Welcome to DJM TV News, where you get the latest information as the trend. Please, if you are new to this channel, subscribe to our YouTube channel at DJM TV. Click on the notification bell so you keep receiving videos from us as they drop. And if you're on Facebook, like our Facebook page at DJM TV. On Twitter, follow us at DJM TV. Also on our website at www.djmtv.news, where we drop videos 247. I am Lawuru Favor for DJM TV News.
DJM TV.
Announcing the arrival of His Excellency Alhaji Yahaya Bello Speaking, Governor of Kogi State. Your Excellency, sir, you are most welcome.
Thank you very much. The Nigerian youths. I was very proud to speak up last week in support of a protest to end police brutality in our country. No doubt the defunct Special Anti-Robbery Squad, otherwise known as FSARS, had caused so many pains, so many Nigerians. It had allowed its image to become so battered by the crudeness of a percentage few in each rank that urgent and total overhaul was needed. Your agitation was therefore justifiable, and I did not hesitate to identify with you. His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari also acceded to a request. The Inspector General of Police totally disbanded the unit on Sunday, 11th October 2020. Among Mr. President promised to set up a forum for regular interface between the public and police. In addition, he agreed to an inquiry into abuses against citizens by the defunct and disbanded unit with a view to ensuring redress. Mr. President further made it clear in a personal broadcast yesterday, Monday the 12th, that the demolition of FSARS was only the first step in a broader spectrum of reforms designed to address wide-ranging questions of discipline and performance by the police and other law enforcement agencies. In Mr. President's words, and I quote, "The disbanding of FSARS is only the first step in our commitment to extensive police reforms in order to ensure that the primary duty of the police and other law enforcement agencies must remain the protection of lives and livelihood of our people." Dear Nigerian youth, Mr. President is someone I so much trust. I trust him and I believe him and his words. Please, join me in continued support and trusting him and his words. We are confident that he will push through the reforms. I and many people of goodwill who have stood with this cause are thus understandably pained by the needless and violent escalation we witnessed in several places yesterday. We are now concerned that what has been a general peaceful citizens' protest is now threatening to dissolve into mindless attacks on government facilities and running battles with the police. Greatest and ever gallant Nigerian youths, from what we have saw yesterday, the ranks of genuine protesters have been infiltrated by criminal elements armed with dangerous weapons. Not only that, but they are acting in pursuit of nefarious intents, which has no nexus with the noble objectives. I hold the opinion that you have won the battle, and I must now urge you not to lose the war. Protesters have a tangible and moral victory in the bag, and it is wisdom to safeguard it. It is now time to step back and explore other forms of dissent which will not provide crowd cover for persons and agenda which you obviously do not endorse. The nation's leadership must also be accorded sometimes and breathing space to push through the promises of change. I also urge the highest level of professionalism and patience in our officers at this period. In the absence of clear and present threats to lives, there's almost no circumstance under which it is right to engage protesting citizens with extreme prejudice. It is neither morally justifiable nor acceptable functions of the policing duty. To all and sundry, I urge that the event of yesterday must not be allowed to continue. It is time to let good sense and dialogue prevail all around. Please be assured of my continued support, as well as my willingness to remain an ombudsman towards a peaceful and law-abiding resolution to matters arising in this regard. Thank you and God bless. Yes, press, if there's any question, one or two.
Good afternoon, Your Excellency. My name is Jerry Ocheme. I report for Africa Independent Television. Your intervention this afternoon, Your Excellency, is prompt, given the fact that you are a young governor and a lot of people look up to you. But my line of question is to the fact that the statement of the Inspector General of Police appeared to be vague when he says these SARS men will be reintegrated into the conventional police. Your Excellency, are you not scared that the name SARS is just what we are looking at, not the total reforms? Secondly, if you were to advise the president, who listened to you very well as a son, what area of reforms will you be quickly asking him to do? Because the ongoing protest that is going on now appears to be asking for Nigerian youth to go further, asking the government to go further than the mere pronouncement, because yesterday's pronouncement appeared to be the fourth within a short period of time. Thank you.
Thank you very much. There's no doubt today that as the youngest governor today in Nigeria, I have the burden of assuming leadership of Nigerian youths across the country. And that is why whatever concerns Nigerian youths and Nigerians generally, I am most concerned and worried. Mr. President, like you alluded, is a person I so much trust, whose integrity and reputation is unquestionable. And whatever he pronounced he follows through with action. Let me make us very clear in this regard that Mr. President and Inspector General of Police words will be met with action. The operations of government is not as we see it as in the Holy Quran we call it kun fayakun, be and it is. In Nigeria, we respect bureaucracy. In Nigeria, we respect due process. In Nigeria, we respect rule of law. As I speak with you, the Inspector General of Police have released signals to all the various state commands. I am saying this authoritatively. It is a fact that I have confirmed, and I have no reason to deceive you, dear Nigerians. The Kogi State Command SARS has been disbanded. They have been recalled to their various bases, and even those that are to return back to Abuja are preparing to leave. The various reforms that are coming up are not just in the change or renaming Special Anti-Robbery Squad, no. It stems from training, retraining, engagement with the civil authorities, their welfare, and salaries and packages, various packages. These are the reforms that are coming up, including, I want to believe, the way and manner they operate when issues of this nature arise. I trust the Nigerian police force and Mr. President that this reform will be pushed through. You see, when the chief executive or commander-in-chief makes a statement, there's a force of law. But it will require due process and bureaucracy to be pushed through. Let me just give you a typical example so that, let me illustrate it, then you will understand it practically. If Mr. President or a governor visits a community that is suffering from maybe lack of road, or one infrastructure or the other, road for instance, road and bridge for instance, and there's a complaint or an outcry for a better road, Mr. President or the governor can declare there and then that let there be road. But that does not translate to automatic fixing of that road there and then. It will require due process through the line ministry before that is done. If Mr. President said, let there be road, Julius Baja, roll out your equipments and machineries and start the construction of this road. And that moment, you see all these equipments on site. CBN, credit Julius Baja with X amount of fund. And such X amount of fund is released. There would have been breach of protocols or processes or due process. And it is we, the Nigerian youth, that will still cry out once again that due process is not followed. So, please, I urge each and every one of us to be patient. You have me here to push through, to follow through, and to ensure that the various reforms, not only in Nigerian police force, but in all the security agencies, ranging from the army to civil defense to every other law enforcement agencies, Mr. President is committed to carrying out the various reforms it requires. I simply urge each and every one of us to be patient. This is our country. We have no any other country called Nigeria. We must all unite together, join hands together to fix it. Nigeria, a greater Nigeria is possible. Come on, please, join me and let's make it possible. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
DJM TV.
Welcome to DJM TV News, where you get the latest information as the trend. Please, if you're new to this channel, subscribe to our YouTube channel at DJM TV. click on the notification bell so you keep receiving videos from us as they drop. And if you're on Facebook, like our Facebook page at DJM TV. On Twitter, follow us at DJM TV. Also on our website at www.djmtv.news, where we drop videos 247. I am Lawuru Favor for DJM TV News.
DJM TV.